Hello everyone, welcome back to this tutorial. So in previous session we have studied about the three-phase system in a soil. So in soil, what is three-phase system we have studied. So this is, I will just brief about the previous session. So this is a volume based measurement and this is a weight based measurement. So which we have done to a soil which consists of soil, water and air in the voids. So soil particles will be present. In between these soil particles, air and water will be present. So based on this, we have derived we have studied few of the important terminologies. Those are called as index properties of the soil. So you can see these index properties of the soil we have studied in the previous session. So in that index properties there are two categories. By categorizing it in two ways, that is volume relations and weight volume relations. Like this we have categorized it and we have studied about the index properties of the soil. Mainly in that void ratio is nothing but VV divided by VS. VV is nothing but volume of voids, VS is nothing but volume of soil solids. So next one is porosity, which is denoted by N. N is equal to VV divided by V, where VV is volume of voids divided by V is total volume. So after that, even we have studied about the degree of saturation, that is S is equal to weight of volume of water divided by volume of voids. So VW divided by VB. So after that we have studied about air content, that is VA divided by VB. So it is denoted by AC. After that percentage air voids we have studied NA is equal to VA divided by V. So it is expressed in percentage. I am just repeating the things which we have studied in the previous session to just refresh your knowledge. So next comes is volume mass relations. So in your syllabus they have not mentioned about the volume mass relations. So we will directly move to the volume weight relations. So after studying volumetric relations, next is volume weight relations. So volume weight relations is nothing but it is the relation between volume and weight. By using this weight and volume, we are going to derive some index properties. Those are called as volume weight relationships. So generally the unit will be kilonewton per meter cube. First volume weight relation is bulk unit weight. Remember, if I say it as a bulk density, it is mass divided by volume. If I say it as a unit weight, it is weight divided by volume. So density is mass divided by volume, unit weight is weight divided by volume. We'll move further. So bulk density is nothing but weight divided by volume. So weight might be wet weight or completely, if it is completely dry weight, this bulk unit weight will changes to dry unit weight, because dry unit weight is nothing but weight of soil solids divided by volume. So when the soil is completely dry, if I take its weight, there will be no weight of water present and weight of air is negligible. So indirectly total weight is equal to weight of soil solids. So that is why bulk unit weight when the soil is completely dry is called as dry unit weight. Bulk unit weight is general term. Similarly, saturated unit weight we have studied, submerged unit weight we have studied. This is a very important relation between saturated and submerged unit weight. So further we have studied about the air content. So water content, which is denoted by small w. Small w is equal to weight of water divided by weight of soil solids. Further we have studied about unit weight of soil solids. After that, another important terminology, that is specific gravity. So we have studied about the specific gravity also. In that true and apparent specific gravity, what is the difference between these two, we have studied in the previous session. Okay, so in today's session I will move forward with basic relations between properties of the soil. So basic relation between index properties of the soil. So first relation which we are going to study is relation between N and E. N is porosity, E is void ratio. So you can see I can derive it in this manner. So E is equal to volume of voids divided by volume of soil solids. This is the index property which is derived from phase diagram. So you can see phase diagram is entirely related to uh, phase diagram is entirely related to all the index property terminologies as well as their relations. So if you are able to understand phase diagram perfectly, you will be able to understand the terminologies as well as relation between index properties. Terminologies in the sense index properties and relation between index properties. So E is equal to volume of voids divided by volume of soil solids. So here I am saying. Next you can see, we know that N is equal to volume of voids divided by total volume V. So if I say it as 1 divided by N, I can say it as V divided by VV. So 1 divided by N I have did. So V went to numerator, VV comes to denominator. So what is total volume? Total volume is volume of voids plus volume of soil solids. So divided by volume of voids. So volume of voids plus volume of soil solids is nothing but total volume V. So I can say that I will just separate the terms. So VV divided by VV plus VS divided by VV. So it gives us VV and VV, numerator and denominator is going to get cancelled. After that we are going to get Vs divided by Vv as it is. So Vs divided by Vv is opposite of this. So 1 by E. So 1 plus 1 by E is equal to 1 by N. So I can say that 1 by N is equal to 1 plus E divided by E. If I take the LCM, I will get E. So 1 plus E divided by E is equal to 1 by N. So I can say that N is equal to E divided by 1 plus E. So this is the relation between E and N. In another manner, I can say it in this way. You can see E is equal to volume of voids divided by volume of soil solids. You can see over here. So if I take it as a 1 divided by E, it is going to give us Vs divided by V, just opposite of this. So Vs is equal to volume of soil solids is equal to total volume minus volume of voids, Vv, V minus Vv. So I am just again separating the terms. So 1 by E is equal to V divided by VV, V divided by VV I have kept as it is, minus VV divided by V, V I have kept in another side, so sorry, in another term. So V divided by VV is nothing but, you can see V divided by VV is nothing but 1 by N. So 1 by E is equal to 1 by N minus 1. So VV and VV got cancelled, minus 1. So if I simplify it, I can get it as 1 by E is equal to 1 minus N divided by N. So E is equal to N divided by 1 minus N. So these both are the relation between porosity and void ratio. So these are the relations. Further, we will move further. You can see we will move to little bit complicated relations. Always remember, whenever the question comes in your examination, like derive the relation between these terminologies, always remember you have to start with the phase diagram. So you have to draw the phase diagram and then you have to start with it. Okay, remember this. Now you can see relation between void ratio, water content, specific gravity and degree of saturation. That is relation between E, small w, G and S. So in the figure, EW represents volume of water, E represents volume of voids, and volume of soil solids is taken as unity. So if I take volume of soil solids equal to 1, if I take volume of soil solids is equal to 1, and by using the relation void ratio, that is E is equal to volume of voids divided by total volume. So what is E? You can see here. What is E? E is equal to, you can see here, volume of voids divided by volume of soil solids. So if I take this volume of soil solids as a unity, E will be equal to volume of voids. So that's what I have written over here. So what I have done here is, we have taken this volume of soil solids as a unity, 1. So remaining thing is volume of voids, which is equal to E. So the total will be 1 plus E. So that's what I have written. And one more thing is, EW represents the volume of water. So volume of water is represented by EW. So we know that S is equal to, degree of saturation is equal to volume of water divided by volume of voids. So from the figure, volume of water is equal to EW, volume of voids is equal to E. Hence EW is equal to E into S. So S is equal to EW divided by E we have got. Just by rearranging it, we have got it as EW is equal to E into S. So I am going to name it as a equation number 1. About the term EW, I have written some explanation. EW is known as water wide ratio. For fully saturated soil, water wide ratio means how much amount of water is filled in available gaps or available voids. So that is called as water wide ratio. When the soil is fully saturated, remember, when the soil is fully saturated, there is no air phase comes into picture. There is no air. So what is going to happen? EW will be equal to this total E. EW will be equal to this total E. Now, again you can see I am going to consider this water content. Water content is weight of water divided by weight of soil solids. So weight of water is nothing but, you can see over here, mu W, unit weight of water, is equal to weight of water divided by volume of water. So I am going to rearrange it. So weight of water is equal to VW into mu W. So that's what I have written over here. So from there I have taken, from here I have written over here in place of weight of water. Next you can see in place of weight of soil solids, I am just again weight of soil solids is equal to volume of soil solids into mu S, that is mu S is equal to the Ws divided by Vs. So after rearranging I am going to get this equation. So same in place of Ws I have kept these two terminologies. So you can see by the figure what we have done is volume of soil solids, you can see over here, volume of soil solids we have kept as a unity. So same thing we are following. So volume of soil solids, if we keep it as a unity, volume of water is nothing but EW, which we have kept. So mu W divided by mu S we are going to keep as it is. So mu W divided by mu S is nothing but G, that is specific gravity. You can go through that equation. So G is equal to mu S divided by mu W. So mu S is equal to G into mu W. I am going to take it as it is shown. So small w is equal to EW into mu W divided by mu S. So in place of mu S, so from this equation I have taken it over here. So same equation I have taken over here. So from this equation what I am going to do, in place of mu S I am going to keep G into mu W. So mu W and mu W are going to get cancelled. So I am going to get it as water content is equal to EW divided by G. So equation 2 is equal to EW is equal to small w into G. So by comparing equation number 1 and 2, you can see equation number 1 is EW is equal to E into S. Equation number 2 is EW is equal to W into G. So I can equate this. EW is equal to W into G is equal to E into S. So equating equation number 1 and 2. So we are going to get this equation as E is equal to W into G divided by S. So you can see this is the relation between E small w, G and S. Similarly, you can see next one, relation between unit weight, dry unit weight and water content. So we know that water content is equal to weight of water divided by weight of soil solids. So I am going to add 1 to both the sides. So 1 plus water content is equal to weight of water divided by weight of soil solids plus 1. So I am going to take it as take LCM. So weight of water plus weight of soil solids divided by weight of soil solids. So weight of water plus weight of soil solids is equal to total weight, because weight of the air is neglected. Again, three-phase system comes into picture. So you can observe this three-phase system comes into picture. So you can observe this. So based on three-phase system, I can say that weight of air is negligible. Weight of air is negligible. So weight of air is equal to 0. So total weight is equal to weight of water plus weight of soil solids. So I am going to keep it as a total weight W. So weight of soil solids is equal to capital W divided by 1 plus small w. So this capital W is total weight, this small w is water content. So dividing the whole equation by V, that is total value. So if I divide it by V, weight of soil solids divided by volume is nothing but dry unit weight. So mu D I have taken. So total weight divided by total volume is nothing but bulk unit weight. So I have taken it as a mu. So again mu, here comes the equation. Mu D is equal to mu divided by 1 plus water content. Further you can see next relation. I hope you have understood the relations. These are very simple relations, but these relations are very much useful while solving the problems. So make sure that you understand these relations properly. After these relations, I have made the list of formulas. So I am going to provide you with the notes, list of formulas. So you can go through those list of formulas. You can remember those formulas to solve the problems. Next, relation between unit weight, specific gravity, void ratio and degree of saturation. You can see we know that bulk unit weight is equal to total weight divided by volume. So total weight is equal to weight of water plus weight of soil solids, because weight of air is negligible. By using three-phase system I can say this. So weight of water plus weight of soil solids, I can write it as, so you can see unit weight of water is equal to weight of water divided by volume of water. So I can write it as weight of water is equal to unit weight of water into volume of water. So I have replaced WW with this term by using this relation. Similarly, weight of soil solids I have replaced by using this relation, and this term I have replaced. So from the figure number 1, from the figure number A, you can see over here, again in the figure number A, I have taken weight of soil solids as a unity, and weight of voids will be, if I take weight of soil solids as a unity, E is equal to volume of voids will remain. So VW is equal to volume of water is equal to EW I am going to take. So total volume will be equal to 1 plus E. So because this is 1 and this is E, total volume will be 1 plus E. Further, you can see from figure number A, total volume is equal to 1 plus E. So I can write it as total volume is equal to 1 plus E. According to figure B, volume of soil solids is equal to 1 and volume of water is equal to EW. So same we are replacing over here. Volume of soil solids I am going to write it as a 1, and volume of water I am going to write it as EW. So EW is equal to W into G is equal to E into S. This is a relation which we have derived earlier, so we are going to make use of it. Okay, so again I am having a relation G is equal to mu S divided by mu W. So I am going to modify it as a mu S is equal to G into mu W. So after modifying this and substituting in this particular equation, I am going to write it as, in place of mu W, I am going to keep mu W as it is. In place of EW, I am going to keep E into S plus G into mu W divided by 1 plus E. I am going to keep as it is. So mu W I have taken common. So I can say that mu is equal to mu W into S into E plus G divided by 1 plus E. So remember, when the soil is full, this is the equation which is standard, that is relation between mu W, E, S and G. So when the soil is fully saturated, this S will be equal to 1. So in that case, this equation, when the soil is fully saturated, S will be equal to 1, and this bulk unit weight will be equal to saturated unit weight, because soil is fully saturated. Whatever the weight we are going to take, that is saturated weight. That is why this bulk unit weight will be saturated unit weight. So if I take S as 1, this bulk unit weight will be converted to saturated unit weight, that is equal to mu W into, in place of S I am going to keep it as a 1, so E plus G divided by 1 plus E. So this is a relation when the soil is fully saturated. For a dry soil, mu will be equal to mu D and S will be equal to 0. So if S will be equal to 0, this entire term is going to get vanished. So mu W into G will remain divided by 1 plus E. Bulk unit weight will be equal to dry unit weight, because soil is completely dry, and S is equal to 0. So these are the two conditions which you must know while solving the problems also. So in today's session I am going to stop here. So I am going to stop here for today's session. In next session we are going to see another one or two relations. Further relations I am going to leave it for self study. So after studying one or two relations more, we are going to solve the problems.